Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. As you'll see, I'm not Sam Homewood, and Gaz and Howson and Carl are not in little itty boxes at the bottom of the screen. It's because we ruined the recording of the preview, of the original preview for Aston Villa versus Manchester United. There was no sound on it. If you want, if you're sick of my face, we'll upload it and you can watch it anyway and try and make out what they were saying. Anyway, Villa coming up on Saturday. United have won 6 games out of 6. The last one being that 3-0 victory over Liverpool. And it's led to a lot of people saying, can Manchester United win the league? After 6 wins in a row, it's, and we've gone to third. It's expected, to be honest. But, do Manchester United fans think we can win the league? Well, me personally, I think we can win the league, but am I expecting us to? No, it'd be totally unrealistic to expect that, especially given the defence that we've got, the job that Louis van Gaal had to do from the beginning of the season. That hasn't changed. Yes, we've implemented a new style of play. We've got a few new players and so on and so forth. But there's still a lot of rebuilding to be done. And I still think we need 1 or 2 windows to do that in. Stranger things that have happened, though, than Manchester United overturning an 8-point lead to win the league. So I wouldn't count us out of it. And I'll never say we won't win the league, because I'm not that kind of person. With Manchester United, we've grown up believing we can win the league, even in the worst situations. If it's 15 points adrift of us and we're sat in second, we still believe we can win it until it's impossible. So yes, we can win the league, but Chelsea and Man City have to be favourites to finish ahead of us. If we can finish in first or second or third, I'd be absolutely delighted. But yeah, I think we need to manage our expectations a little bit and just say, although stranger things have happened, it's unlikely to. Another 2 players that I was thoroughly impressed with against Liverpool as well. This is another thing about Louis van Gaal, what he has done to Manchester United and how he's transformed things. Tony Valencia and Ashley Young's performances. Ashley Young's been excellent all season. That started from pre-season, and Antonio Valencia has had a couple of fantastic games recently. None of us so then against Liverpool. You see, Allen was a victim. He got nutmegged. He set up Wayne Rooney for the opening goal. And he was a constant threat to Liverpool all throughout the game. He was bombing on from right wing back in his right wing back role, which gives him a lot of space down that right flank to burst into. And that's when we see his pace a lot more. When he's got the ball at his feet, he doesn't seem to be able to think how to beat a man, although he did do that against Allen when he nutmegged him and sent him in a taxi home. So Antonio Valencia and Ashley Young's performances recently have been outstanding. And that's all down to man management, because I think most Manchester United fans will be honest and say, if we want to win the European Cup, if we want to challenge for league titles year in, year out, maybe Antonio Valencia, Ashley Young aren't the type of players that we need starting week in, week out. But they are players that will work hard enough, put a shift in for you. And those kind of players that you need in your squad. I've been thoroughly impressed with Ashley Young, and well done to Antonio Valencia for getting back on it, because he was a player that I wanted out of the club in the summer. You've seen the game that we've all been playing as well. Well, me and Sam have been playing, not all of us, unless you've been playing at home. Have you? Get your comments in below. Let me know. Are you beating me as well? I'm sure you are. Anyway, we were trying to. We recorded Pick the Teams. Obviously, that's been ruined. But this was my team anyway. David De Gea in goal. Antonio Valencia. Johnny Evans. Phil Jones, who I thought were excellent upon returning. Not in that, they were outstanding defensively. I still think they have some stuff to improve on, but they didn't look like they just got back from injury after such an extended period out. Ashley Young at the left wing back role. Michael Carrick just sitting in the holding midfield area, but dropping at centre half as well. So it's a 3-5-2 kind of formation. Herrera, Fellaini. I dropped Mata, put Rooney in the hole, Robin van Persie, Falcao up front. Louis van Gaal has said that Falcao can play. Falcao has been saying he needs to play. He wants to stay at Manchester United. Give him some opportunities and he'll prove it. So, we've seen the comments that he's come out with today. It's a shame that, it's expected from papers that they've spun it and said, Louis van Gaal, you play me now or I'm off. He's not said that. He's just saying, let him prove his chance. And then who knows? He wants to stay. He'd rather stay. And that's what he wants to happen in the end of the season. But if he doesn't get game time, then he has to go, obviously. Anyway, we're coming up against an Aston Villa side who recently lost against West Bromwich Albion. Although they were down to 10 men, Kieran Richardson got sent off, ex-Man United player, so he won't be able to play against us on Saturday. But that was their first defeat in their last 4 games. They've beaten Crystal Palace, they've beaten Leicester at home as well, and they picked up a draw. I can't remember who that was against. And they've got Christian Benteke back as well. They will be without Spanish Tom, who we've sent to them on loan. So he won't be able to play against Manchester United. And for me, their 2 or 3 main threats will be Fabian Delph, Wyman, and Benteke. Oh, sorry, and Agbonlahor as well. Agbonlahor and Wyman have got their top goal scorers on 3, which shows you exactly how good they are. But Benteke's back; he will always be a threat. And if they can lump it up to him, 3, 4, 5 times, and our defence isn't dealing with it appropriately, then he will get a sniff at a goal, and he'll be a danger to us. But I am expecting Manchester United to win. I'm going to make a prediction of 3-0 to Manchester United. So back-to-back 3-0 victories, I hope. Get your predictions in. Get your 11s in below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're thinking. We apologise that we didn't get the preview as you expect it and as we normally do. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. But the boys will be back for the preview of the Boxing Day game against Newcastle. I'm Adam McCullough, and I'm out of here.